well, we've not met before,
Yeah.
but we've spoken on the phone.
Sure.
So, what did speaking to somebody from ABLE2 do for you?
That's I wasn't in a good place. It was a very difficult situation. You're very used to achieving things, feeling that you've made a net good contribution to things. You come to a place in your life for some reason where you are unable, you're incompetent to do something, and you don't understand why. I've operated at many levels, fortunately, and always felt I've been able to deliver. When you find the most basic things fail you, like I could never then, at that time, there's a thing called a pivot table, which summarizes information in Excel spreadsheets. Seen them before, not really worked with them, but they were critical to a job I was expected to do because I took a job because I no longer required in the company secretary's office, and I'd taken the opportunity to go across into GS Finance. And to find you're incompetent questions everything, and to speak to somebody who has a very strong challenge themselves makes you stop being so focused on your misfortune and gives you a more balanced view from which to build forward. So from a position of strength and being able to help others in the past, to find yourself in need and to find people willing to be there for you is something you're very grateful for.
It was good to talk to you when we made contact, and I know you spoke with Alan from ABLE2 as well. Sometimes we spoke, didn't we? One-way conversation.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
And, when you talked about how things were for you, we, in different ways, we shared many of the same experiences. And I think that's one of the most important things is, you're not alone. And I think you can feel very, very isolated, and it can be very scary. And just having a chat, and then catching up a few days later, and then, a few days after that, just fingertip, wasn't it? Chats and understanding.
It was very light conversations, and as you can see, it's still very tender now. And I am many miles away from where I was, but revisiting it here, I hope for the benefit of others, is my thank you.
And when I had a very difficult time and I was off work, your email telling me that things were going really better for you really helped me, because things come and go. We have difficult times, and then we come back and we make good. And although it hurts, and that's in the past, but it's part of us, it makes us wiser, stronger in our own ways.
The other thing is it helps you focus around the fact that, as I may have said previously, that it doesn't mean because you're disabled that other people aren't. And you'll come across people who are immature, lack empathy, understanding, or themselves, you cause them anxiety because of and they see you as a threat.
Yes.
And they don't know how to deal with it. And they will stick bookishly to the Bible, or the Prince, if I may say, maybe wrongly, the book or policy on managing with disability, and they're not looking at the net good or the pragmatic approach to it, and they stick to the mantra, and it's very wearing down. So those have been for me the benefits of speaking with the ABLE2 network, and yourself particularly. And
Absolutely, and I think one of the things is that, you know, when we talk to each other at work, we are colleagues, but we're talking to each other as feeling human beings, and connecting. And I think often we put up a brave face for our family and our friends as well, and we can become incredibly isolated. And so I think when you've made connections with somebody and able to, or good friends at work, good people at work, you know, are kind of just saying, how are you? And, you know, you can speak openly without fear or trepidation that it's going to be misinterpreted as some kind of weakness or inability to cope. And I think one of the things I say to people when we meet, and people apologise, you know, because they're not having a good day, because we all have ups and downs, but people commit themselves to do things for ABLE2 and they turn up, you know, no matter what. And one of the things I do open with is we're all broken. In some way, we have all got something, and we have good months, bad months, good days, good weeks, bad afternoons. And I think, you know, one of the things is that only 17% of people are born with a disability. We acquire, most of us acquire disability in our working lives. And sometimes people contact me and they say, well, my doctor or the OHS consultant has said I should consider myself to have a disability. And what they're thinking about, they've always thought they've had a chronic health condition, but actually one of the benefits in BT is we've got a very progressive attitude, and we've got the disability passports and the mental health passports as well. And I think what's happening over a period of time is line managers are realising that they have got the permission and the resources to do net good, as we say, when they're supporting somebody who's going through a difficult time.
the proof of the pudding is how you measure things by outcomes. My outcome is very good.
Good, really good. And my outcome's been good. I've just had a long period of time off, 10 months off with clinical depression, and that was hard. So your email telling me that things were going better for you cheered me up, and I've come back to work. And the outcome for me is I've got a great line manager, lots of support, and I'm creative and productive and innovative. Net good.
That's good.
Yeah. Can we hug now? Come here, you.